So I'll show you all the good bits first, and then we'll move on to the not so good bits. So there was a bit of a learning curve going on as I painted it, and so basically what happened was I put the first coat on, which went on pretty well, and then I put the, this doesn't want to focus, and then I put the second coat on, and it was given like this kind of matte finish, like basically so there wasn't enough paint going on as I was doing it, but I could see on a few of the areas where I had the gun a little bit closer, it looked nice and glossy as it was going on. So then on the third coat, I put it all on too thick in a few places, and we have got a few paint runs. You see I've got one there, got a pretty bad one here. Oh, f*** is up with my camera. It kind of is all running all the way along there. And then on this side, we've got a full, that's more of a paint avalanche than a paint run. Goes from like here to here, it's all just sagged down, and then we've got the same thing here. But other than those bits, the rest of it has come out really good. Obviously you can probably hear it's raining today. We've had like a couple of weeks of really good weather. Luckily I got it all painted yesterday, it was nice and dry. So yeah, I got to the third coat, put it on way too heavy, and I don't think I left it quite long enough between the second and third coat either, and got all those paint runs. And then the fourth coat I did, I left it a bit longer to dry in between, and then the fourth coat I had it basically where it was going on and looking shiny as it was going on, but there wasn't too much paint, it was like just right. So it's kind of annoying because like if I'd known what I know now on just getting how to get it on there, you know, I could have got the whole thing at, you know, almost perfect for me anyway. I've watched a load of different videos on painting, but the problem is that people show you how to do it, and this is the same for whatever it is you're trying to watch. If you're watching an expert do something, they're going to show you how to do it the right way and what results you should get if you're doing it right, when what you really need is someone showing you how to do it wrong, and then why it has gone wrong, and then when that happens to you, you'll know that basically how to fix it, because otherwise you can follow all the steps and then it doesn't come out looking like it did on the video you've watched and you don't know what you're doing. But for this, it was just a case of I wasn't putting enough paint on to start with, and it was giving me this like matte effect on it. Then I went too far the other way, put too much paint on, and then third time sort of got it just right. So hopefully when I do all the panels, I'll get them right first time. Obviously all those paint runs will polish out. There's quite a lot of like crap stuck on the roof from where it's dusty in here. but that'll polish out fine. I had a mate of mine painted a car for me in one of my old workshops, and he did this like amazing like glass looking finish paint job, and then all the old dust and flies and dirt and everything just stuck to it, and it looked absolutely horrendous. And when he polished it, you couldn't even see any of that stuff, so I'm not too worried about that. I absolutely love the colour. Looks a little bit greener in the camera screen than it looks in real life. It looks a little bit paler than that in real life. When these cars came out, they came out in these like pastel colours. They did like a pastel blue, there was a light pastel green, beige. I think that could have been a colour that this car would have came out of the factory in, but it's just something a bit different. So I used this like 20 quid spray gun, and I think I'm going to buy myself like something, I don't want to spend a load of money, but I'm going to get something like half decent to do all the rest of the panels, just to see what kind of difference it makes. Every time I've attempted to paint something in the past, it's been such a disaster. I've never really wanted to sort of pursue doing it, but I think with a bit of time and a bit of practice, you know, I could get half decent at it, and yeah, I think when this is done, I might finish all the metal work on the Escort and then have a go at painting that and see if I can sort of progress that side of things a little bit. What I want to do now is get the car completely wired, running, you know, so it's completely finished, other than the panels, and then I'll paint the panels last, and then that'll be sort of the final bit of the project will be just painting the last few panels, bolting them on, getting everyone's names on it. But the next big job is obviously the wiring and everything. Thanks to everyone who entered the raffle. That it sold out like straight away pretty much. I know there was a few people that didn't get a chance to get a ticket that were a bit annoyed, but so the winner of it was the same guy who won the one I did previously. The raffle has like nothing to do with me in terms of picking the winner or everything. It's all done through another company, so I just provide the welding helmet or whatever it is. And so I contacted them and like said, you know, is this some kind of mix up between this one and the last one? And they said no. He said that because it's a limited amount of people that could enter it, and you know, people could buy as many tickets as they want. You know, some people are buying like 8. The chances of that person then obviously, you know, getting it repeatedly is quite high. So but anyway, I thought that it wasn't ideal, so I've got another welding helmet, same one, Lincoln Viking, but with a different design on it. I should have that today, hopefully. I will stick that up on my website, so just keep an eye out on my website, urchfab.com, and I'll do another one, and hopefully someone else will win it this time. Let's have one more look at her. I'm really happy with the rear arches. There were so many times when I basically was just like, oh, I can't be bothered to keep going at it, you know, and like I got to the point where I was like, that'll do, and then I just kept going back and like just doing more and more, and I did that over the whole thing. Like even after I primed it, I found little bits here and there, and I probably could have kept going and going, but like for me, you know, this is like so much better than anything I've ever done before in terms of body prep and paint. I nearly, when I got the car back, I almost just roller painted the whole thing just as it was. There was Kieran next door's got a Land Rover that he's done with a roller, and I was in there looking at that, and he had a tin of the like you know, like matte paint, and I almost just got it and just rolled the whole lot, and I'm really glad I didn't do that now. So I'm probably going to give this like a good week to fully dry before I take these paint runs out. So thanks again, Transpares, for supplying all the paint. Gareth's been on the end of the phone for any questions I've had regarding, you know, what to do and how to do bits and bobs, so that's been a massive help. But that's going to be it for this one. Just watching. See you on the next one.